How's it going, everybody? Chris Cards back through the mail Monday. 6 returns for you today. Hope everyone out there had a great weekend. Our very first return here is from Phoenix, Arizona. I got this back in 2020, so this is from the vault. I figured I better start opening up some of these cards from the quote-unquote vault, or we were never going to open them. So let's bust this out and see who we've got from 3 years ago. We got Ed Lynch. Ed Lynch right there, signed very nicely in blue. We got a Topps Don Russ. Looks like another Topps 87 Topps for the set. And we've got a business card, Ed Lynch, Realtor with Keller Williams. There you guys go. Awesome to get this back. He does not sign a whole lot anymore. In fact, when I looked up his information, I could not find him as a realtor anymore. So he's probably not doing it anymore, which is why the returns are coming back from the realtor group. I don't think that building is even occupied anymore, so I'm not sure what Ed's doing or where he's residing, but no information on this. This is a purely show and tell envelope, which I don't have too many of them. I don't know when the last time I didn't provide a address for these guys, but it's been a long time. But Ed Lynch, did not get the 84 Topps card signed, kicking myself for that, but I don't think I was even going after the sets back in 2020, so that's probably why I didn't send him one. So I just sent him the cards I had. Thankfully, he signed them. I'm sure he signed pretty good for quite a few years. I'm sure I could find an inexpensive one on eBay for not a whole lot of money, so not too concerned about that. But there you guys go. Our very first return, Ed Lynch from December of 2020. And let's move on to return number 2. West Palm Beach. Right here, West Palm Beach, return number 2 with my muscle car stamps, which I got like a million of, so you're going to be seeing them for a few years. We've got my note back, and we've got Rick Cerone. Rick Cerone, my yearly request to Rick Cerone. This time I dug up a 90 Upper Deck. In fact, I found a bunch of 90 Upper Deck cards, which I haven't seen 90 Upper Deck in a while. Glad I found the box of them, and found this card, pretty much the first card I pulled out to look at, and I'm like, oh, just send this off to him. He only signs 1 card per person, so I usually send him off every year. He's a great signer from Long Beach, New Jersey, but this one came back from Florida, so maybe he's got a retirement home down there. He's 69 years young, so 18 years in the big. Spent most of that with the Yankees. 7 years with the Yankees, 11 years with 7 other teams after that. So Rick Cerone did a little bit of color commentating for, wasn't Yes back then, but 96, 97, I think he was a color commentator for the Yanks, 98 with the Orioles at Masson. And owned a minor league team for a while, and that is it, guys. Rick Cerone, awesome return from him. Glad to get the sign. Let's move on to our third return of the day. Jacksonville, Florida, our next return, and I think this is from the guy that basically is the reason why we now have an amateur draft. We have now a draft because of this man right here, and I'll tell you why in a second. See if we got these back signed. We've got Rick Reinhardt, and we do. Signed the one, inscribed this one with his debut. Perfect. Just what I asked for. Nice return from here. Very gracious signer, Rick Reinhardt. $205,000 the Angels signed him for back in 1964. Most sought after amateur free agent in baseball history. And it was such a ridiculous amount of money that they instituted the amateur draft the very next year. Rick Monday was drafted number 1 overall and signed for $100K, which of course was less than half of what Reinhardt got. So they put an end to that pretty quick, as MLB usually does. And even brought upon free agency with the reserve clause, the bonus baby, all that information, all those little rules and regulations changed with this man right here. Played on the Angels for 7 of the 11 years he was in the bigs. Always had injury issues. Never played quite a full season without having some sort of injury issue. So there you guys go, Rick Reinhardt. In case you didn't know any of that, now you do. Very good return from him. And what more to say? Not much. Great signer. Let's move on to our next return. All right, my friends. Brockton, Massachusetts, our next return. Let's tear into this bad boy, see who we've got. We've got a couple of index cards sandwiched in between the signed cards of Jim Lonborg. Great. There's my letter of request on the index card. Cy Young Award winner, 1967, inscribed right there on the signature card. 1967 was an incredible year for Jim Lonborg. He struck out 246 batters that year. This was 1967, my friends. This is not, 2020, where everyone's striking out left and right. This is pretty hard to do to acquire that many strikeouts in 1967. 15-year career, spent 7 with the Phils, 7 with the Red Sox, and a cup of coffee with the Milwaukee Brewers in between those sentences. 67 was an all-star. 67 was a Cy Young Award winner. Went on a skiing trip, tore up his knee, and was never the same after that. Always had injuries after that. So that's why you shouldn't do stuff like that. You got a short window of time to play baseball and be a professional athlete of any type, and you should not be skiing. Sorry. Not sorry. Wait till you're older. Like you're 35 and retired. Just go skiing then as much as you want. But there you guys go. Jim Lonborg. Nice return from him. Awesome. He's a dentist since like 83 to 2017. He was a dentist. Went back to school to be a dentist. So fun little nugget for Mr. Jim Lonborg. Let's move on to our next return. All right, friends. Metroplex, Michigan. Always a cool sounding return. The Metroplex. And we have, once I get them out, we've got, looks like a card or two sandwiched in between. Index card, we got Tom Timmerman. Tom Timmerman was a pitcher back in the day, relief pitcher. Pretty good one for the Tigers for 5 years. Only played 6 years in the bigs, 5 years with the Tigers. His final year there with the Tribe, as you see on the 74 Topps card I had signed. Paid $5 to get this signed. He might sign for free. It was hit and miss. I just needed this one card signed, so I didn't take any chances. I didn't want to track down another 74 Topps on eBay or whatnot. So go ahead and got this card signed. Came out great. Awesome return from Tom. Let's move on to our final return of the day. All right, friends. Tampa, Florida, our sixth and final return of the day. And let's see who we have here. We've got Bucky Dent. Bucky Dent with his Major League Baseball debut inscription on a 74 Topps for the set. And an 84 Topps with three-time All-Star inscribed on it. Also the MVP of the 1978 World Series, of course, known for that 3-run homer that gave the Yankees a 3-2 edge on the Boston Red Sox. Hitting in a ninth hole, borrowing a bat from Mickey Rivers, only hit 40 home runs in his 12-year career. Obviously not a power hitter, so Bucky effing Dent, as the Red Sox fans refer to him, hit one out of the park, 3-run bomb for a guy who hit one of his 40 home runs in a very clutch spot for the Yanks, of course, winning those World Series in 77 and 78, being the MVP of the 1978 World Series. First round draft pick, 6th overall, incredible shortstop, great defender, and Bucky Dent. $20 a card, yes, and I'm going to pay the freight. I'm going to ask for inscriptions, which he kindly put on my cards. Very happy about that. I did get Bucky Dent a few years ago as well for free. Of course, one of those guys who just started charging, and what are you going to do? If you want them signed for a set, you got to pay the freight. So that's what I did. That is it for this week's Through the Mail Monday. Put in the books. Thanks, guys, for joining me. There they are. There are all the cards I got. Very happy to get the 87 Lynch, of course, for the set. A couple of 74 Topps cards for my sets. I have not done set updates in a couple of weeks now, and I don't know when I will be getting back to them. Got a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm pretty much batting down the hatches here at the Chris Cards compound, and I'm just needing to do my Through the Mail Monday videos every week and focus on other stuff throughout the rest of the week. Unfortunately, not making those videos, which I love to do, just do not have the time for it right now, unfortunately. I got a cat that's not doing well. Really bummed out about that. She hasn't been doing good. She's not that old. I think she's 13, 14. Maybe that is old. I'm not sure. But we have 2 indoor cats, and they've been indoor for life. So we've taken very good care of them, gotten them really good food and regular vet checkups and all that stuff. So, you know, in my mind, these cats should live till they're like 20. But, of course, that's not always the case. So bummed out about my cat, Leo, the black one, if you've seen her on any of my previous videos. So a lot of stuff on my mind. A lot of stuff going on in the Chris Cards world right now. So exciting stuff, fun stuff, not sad and depressing, just tons of stuff all at once. So just sort of weighing on me and just a lot of work. And, you know, Chris Cards does not like to work. I always got stuff to worry about. So that's kind of what I'm worried about right now. But nothing too terrible. The cat thing is not good. I'm not sure what's going on with her, but we'll figure that out tomorrow. I'll call the vet on Monday, of course, today. So I'm doing this on Sunday. Mets lost to the Filthies today in ridiculous fashion. Their bullpen is just hot garbage. But it is what it is. You know, they're not going to make the playoffs. They've already moved Eduardo Escobar, who's hitting like Mike Trout in Anaheim already. So that's great for him. And move some more of these. Move Canna. Thank you for signing my card earlier this year, Canna. But, I mean, I don't even like the look of your face anymore. It just makes me upset. So just get rid of these guys. And let's bring up some kids and see what we got down on the farm. Obviously, we have no pitching on the farm, so that's not good. But we got some hitters, and we need to find some pitching. So I don't know, guys. whole baseball thing is certainly not a escape from reality as it usually is. Each game is pretty much the most brutal part of my day. So still do it though. That's what's that's what's gonna make the successful moments that much sweeter, right? Well, that's what they say. So who knows? I don't know, guys. 86 was a long time ago. 2015 was pretty cool, but I mean, you still didn't get the job done. So anyway, just rambling. Sorry. I'll let you guys go. Thanks for watching. See ya.